how and why I chose a Cocker Spaniel. I did not immediately decide to go to a professional breeder. I did try very hard to look at rescues, but most rescues in the UK at the time could not guarantee a cat-tested dog's behavior in a home environment around non-dog savvy cats. So I made the decision to go to a professional licensed breeder, especially since my last dog was a rescue and had quite serious aggression issues. I got bitten twice, and he died really young of cancer. Of course, I am aware that not all rescue dogs end up developing aggression, and I loved my dog so much, and I would have gotten bitten 100 times more if he could have lived to old age. I will rescue again in the future, but for the safety of my cats in this instance, I chose not to. So let's get back to why I chose a Cocker Spaniel. Please be aware that I am judging by breed characteristics, and I am aware that every dog has a different personality, and some breed characteristics may not apply to every dog of a particular breed. So already I wanted a dog that I could put in a dog cart, attach to the back of my bike, and have no trouble pedaling. My first dog was a German Shepherd Labrador cross, and boy have I been dragged on the floor on our walks more than a few times. So I did not want a dog over about 15 kilos maximum, nor did I want anything under 6 kilos. I wanted to be able to go to the dog park without constantly worrying my tiny dog will be used as a chew toy by a bigger dog. Also, any dog with a flat nose or legs too short for its overly long body was a no-no. Nothing against their wonderful personalities, I just did not want to support the breeding of dogs with these kind of genetic defects. So the top contenders were Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, Cocker Spaniel, Italian Greyhound, Beagle, and Miniature Poodle. Now I realize that an Italian Greyhound weighs less than 6 kilos, but they are quite tall and can almost be about a Beagle's height. So out of the 5, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel was the first to be eliminated because apparently they have an unusually high incidence of mitral valve disease, which is heart problems. Don't quote me on this, but if I remember correctly, about 80% of them develop this pathology by the age of 10 years old, which is a shame because they have such nice temperaments and they are gorgeous. So now we have 4 left, Cocker Spaniel, Italian Greyhound, Beagle, and Miniature Poodle. The next elimination is based on maintenance. Italian Greyhound and Beagle, their coat requires less maintenance than the other 2, so I made myself choose between a Cocker Spaniel or a Miniature Poodle, because they although look very different, I find based on my research that their temperaments are somewhat similar. I went with a Cocker Spaniel purely because I liked how they looked, and they come in a variety of colors as well. So then there were 3, Cocker Spaniels, Italian Greyhounds, and Beagles. The next one that went was the Beagle. At this stage, I contacted a Beagle rescue to understand them a bit more. Of course, I did ask the rescue about rescue beagles and cats, and the majority of them was a big no-no because of their high prey drive. It would probably be a different story if they grew up with cats. I was concerned about the barking because they are scent-driven dogs, and indeed the lady from the rescue said that they tend to bark when they smell something and can even be escape artists and try to escape the gardens to go find that smell, apparently more so than Cocker Spaniels. They appeared as well to be more active than Italian Greyhounds and Cocker Spaniels. So again, these choices are based on breed characteristics, and what I heard from people I asked, it does not apply to every beagle, I understand that. Now, between the Italian Greyhound and the Cocker Spaniel, I was more leaning towards the Cocker Spaniel just because they are bigger, and apparently after joining an Italian Greyhound Facebook page, I realized quite a few of them have broken bones at least once because their legs are so thin. But I really just love their aesthetic, and I know I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but they are such royally elegant dogs, I find. I like as well, although they are known to be difficult to potty train, I liked how you can litter train them like a cat. So in the end, I looked for puppies from both breeds, and it just happened there was a licensed Cocker Spaniel breeder advertising puppies locally where I am living and when I was looking. If it was an Italian Greyhound breeder, I think I probably would have gone for them. In theory, the obvious choice in terms of health and safety of the dog, especially if I wanted to bring them to the park, should have been a Cocker Spaniel. Even now, Joey, however, despite being 10 kilos and still growing, is still being picked on by bigger dogs and physically run over. I do not think I would have let an Italian Greyhound off lead at the dog park with all the huskies and horse-sized greyhounds running loose. There are moments still though when I have to step out of the house for groceries where I kind of wish I did get an Italian Greyhound. This way I could just pop the dog in a bag and take it with me to the supermarket, not having to worry about how long I stay out. Because Joey does struggle with anxiety when left alone, and he does howl. However, if he does not go over 4 kilos, I have my eye on a Tarig's backpack. Maybe they can send me one to review. I do not believe there is such a thing as a perfect breed for you. Every dog has pros and cons and individual personalities. I think it's best just to find a dog that corresponds best to your lifestyle. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos, please subscribe to our little pack. Thank you!